Hello everybody, we are the Brother Half. I'm Brother Half Ash.
I'm Clint.
And we're back for the next series to our Let's Play co-op gaming sessions. And tonight we are playing a game called Turtles in Time. Clint and I were in discussion this week over what game to play next, and
I won.
We went with the Turtles. He's very good at being versatile in what kind of games to play. We're going to stick with the beat 'em up.
2-player beat 'em ups.
Well, it works. Hopefully you guys liked our last video. We just finished doing a 4-part series of Streets of Rage 4. If you haven't had a look already, we'll leave a link in the description below. You can head back there and have a watch. Let's get straight to it. I'm going to go with the best Ninja Turtle that there ever was, and that's Michelangelo. We all know it. Do we have any debates?
No, 10-year-old me says no.
And now?
37-year-old me leans towards
Raphael. Good choice. Why'd you go Leo?
Because I know you can like it.
We don't want to go too much short range with the nunchucks and the spike.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Alright guys, so let's go straight in. It's the Big Apple and it's 3 AM. Scene 1.
Oh my god, this brings back so many.
We're actually playing this on a Super Nintendo too, guys. This is no emulation here, it's the real thing. And it still feels great.
Yeah, it feels alright.
Alright, let's kick some ass and take some names.
I've done nothing so far.
You're good at doing that.
Oh, thanks.
You were like that in the 90s and you're still the same now.
I was like that in the last series and I'm like that now.
So how long have you been a Ninja Turtle fan, Franklin?
Oh, ever?
Did you ever have any of the toys?
I had all the toys.
I think we both had all the toys.
Literally had all the toys, from the blimp to the van, you name it, I had it.
Did you have the van that when you press the button, the side door comes open and the turtle comes out?
Yep. The lot. The absolute lot. And I remember just wanting nothing else for Christmas, birthdays, than money.
Yeah.
So I could get the figurine that I wanted.
Yeah, I was the same. Because there's nothing worse than getting a double up of a turtle or a Batman figurine, or you tell them, hey guys, get me a Batman figurine for Christmas, and you get a penguin.
Yeah.
You go, I asked for Batman, and they'd say, well, it said Batman on the box, like, oh, because it had the series it was from was Batman, but that's not Batman. How can you confuse Danny DeVito with Michael Keaton? Or even worse, you get a Val Kilmer one, or Clooney.
George Clooney, yeah.
Yes.
The massive Ninja Turtles collection, and I even to the point where I couldn't just have one foot soldier. I had to have like 25 foot soldiers, because you had to. There's no fun kicking the shit out of one foot soldier. But do you remember the foot soldier toys though? The actual everybody else, their arms and legs were in proportion, but the foot soldiers had a really long arm.
Yep. I do recall, although we're talking a very long time ago, because back when the Ninja Turtles were actually good and they weren't Michael Bayified. This is for all you guys out there that are under 30 and haven't actually ever watched the original Ninja Turtles. You don't know what you're missing out on. This new crap's just not the same. Even the movies back then, they've got all the animated series now for the Turtles. Some of them aren't too bad, admittedly. I watched one, I think, probably 7 or 8 years ago. It was like a 3D animated movie. It wasn't too bad, but I can't go past the original 90s flicks, the good old...
The original animated cartoon and the original movie.
Yep.
The first one, anyway. Definitely still...
I was a fan of number 2. I think I enjoyed 2. I remember 2 more. Probably because I was really young when number 1 came out.
Yeah.
But I love that first opening scene when they're in the shopping mall and Donatello, I think it was Donnie, I could be wrong,
he
goes into
fake blow up doll
he goes into a toy store and plays a blow up thing, and You got Mikey with his salami nunchucks. That was quirky back then. It's what made it really good.
I think I still preferred number one.
Number one was...
The number one, I know Danielle, my older sister, we absolutely did that movie to death on the VHS. I can't tell you how many copies we went through. And that's not even exaggeration. We used to watch it like 2-3 times a day. Like it was insane.
Have you watched it recently?
I haven't watched it recently. I watched the opening scene to Turtles 2.
Yep. How did it
too
hold
long
up?
ago. It was exactly how I remembered it, and I didn't mind it. Like I thought it was okay. Yeah, if I would still take that over the new ones, by a long shot.
That's the thing these days. A lot of the time, you remember a movie a certain way, and then when you go back and watch it again, it's best to keep it in the nostalgic memory bank because. I've
number one, definitely not. I've watched that a lot over the years, and I've loved it every time. Definitely for the memories, but it is actually a really good movie.
That was the one when it was. I remember Raphael wearing a trench coat and he snuck out. He was being like a little rat baggish.
Yeah, he has that fight with Casey Jones in Central Park.
Casey Jones was a really cool character.
Casey Jones was a cool character.
The hockey mask. And, I think he dug April. Yeah, was he dating April? Yeah. Going back. Something about a crumpet in cricket.
Cricket. You gotta know what a crumpet is to understand cricket.
And I still don't understand why you need to know what a crumpet is to play cricket. But hey, it must have been like a 90s thing. Like crumpets must have just come out. I don't know. It's like Pop-Tarts, like it was a dim thing. But crumpets are definitely
push pop back then, mate.
Push. How good was 90s television? Just everything from TV commercials to what was actually showing on TV. Nothing would beat coming home from school and turning on the television and seeing, actually, I was going to say Power Rangers, but I'm pretty sure that was on before school. And that's why I was never early to school.
Turtles was always my go-to after school pleasure. And then sort of so I remember sort of the Turtles finishing, and then I remember the TV shows on Channel 2 got really popular.
ABC was coming home from school and watching Trapdoor, and Bike and Mice from Mars was another really cool one back then.
Yep. Rugrats got pretty popular around there.
But geez, we could sit here. I could go through. Like, I reckon I could name a cartoon for every letter of the alphabet that we watched when we were kids growing up, because there was just so many good ones. There was Funny Bones or something or other.
But all the Disney ones too, like DuckTales and Chippendales.
And how good was the thing? I just want to play the theme song to DuckTales. Rescue Rangers.
I challenge anyone to find like better intros.
DuckTales.
Tailspin, Chippendale Rescue Rangers, Bonkers was another one. That was amazing.
Yeah.
Masupalami.
Yeah, see.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is probably still one of the best.
Go Power Rangers.
Samurai Pizza Cats, Sailor Moon.
Samurai Pizza Cats was probably the earliest cartoon I remember watching. I went to Japan in 2017 and I went around everywhere, and I walked into a store and they were playing the Sailor Moon theme song through the PA system in the store. Mind you, at a grocery store, not even at like a gaming store. They had Sailor Moon. It was the exact same tune, except all in Japanese, except for the part when it goes da-da-da-da-da, Sailor Moon. Yeah. I was just like, wow, that's awesome. But no matter where I went, I'd say, look, guys, do you remember the Samurai Pizza Cats? And no one in Japan could, like, there's no toys, there's no figures. They're practically like...
But they remember them, but...
They remember them. To try and find a piece of Samurai Pizza Cats merchandise over there is really hard.
I imagine Dragon Ball Z is pretty good.
It's still one of the biggest things over there. That, Pokemon. It's just... See, we're playing Ninja Turtles and we're having such a good reminiscence of the good old times. Probably a good idea we got into this game. But yeah, just coming home from school and chucking on the television. I'm pretty sure they done a Power Rangers game very similar to this as well, like side scroll and beat 'em up. Don't get any ideas. No, I think this is gonna.
Next.
But yeah, it's been it's a time to live. I remember being a few years old and going over to my grandparents' place and seeing the Sega Master System 2 set up in the lounge room and being, what is that? And they're like, oh, it's an adult thing for grown-ups. And it's a grown-up thing?
No, mate.
And then I realised they never touched it. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm taking this. And I still have that system, right as we see it. It's right down there.
It's a grown-up thing.
It's a grown-up thing, you know,
how
like...
can you put this in front of like...
My grandparents were just, you know, like, oh, this is for us, not for kids. And then, you know, I worked my magic, and it was soon after it was for kids then. Alex Kidd was the first game I ever played or remember playing.
Yeah.
And I don't think I ever finished it. And that's what I miss about games from this generation, when it actually... If you died, you died, and there was no microtransactions or save points that you could just easily go back to, checkpoints. Something about old school games, both getting our asses handed to us. Oh no, he's dead.
I used to play this on the original arcade, and I loved it absolutely.
This was an arcade, wasn't it? Yeah.
Played it on the original arcade. It was a lot of fun. But it was one of those tabletop ones where 4 people could sit around it. It was
awesome.
Really good.
Kids today will just never understand what it was like as a kid getting something like this. I mean, now they got Fortnite and all this. They got everything at their fingertips. You got games now that just practically look so realistic that when you turn something like this on, they're just going to go, "What the hell is this crap?" But
I reckon like kids would. I reckon young kids, like the 6, 7, 8 year olds, would see a game like this and go, "Oh, it's Ninja Turtles," and play it. Because I mean, those kiddie games that you get on phone is what this is. Exactly. So I could see them definitely digging a game like this. But for us, this is what we had.
And even 30 years on, we still suck.
Yeah.
But it really is fun. Such a fun game. Those spikes, stick to the bottom of the screen.
Ooh.
Whenever it comes to water levels in games, I suck. It's just a thing.
Come on.
Also, just want to give a big shout out to all 14 of our subscribers that have tuned in.
17, mate.
17, sorry, I missed 3 people. To our 17 subscribers, thanks for watching. And to our number 1 fan, Mum. Hey, Mum. It's funny, I spoke to Mum the other day, and she said she loves watching these videos because it reminds her of a time when we were at home and we were playing these games, and she said it just takes me back. And I said, I'm pretty sure I recall whenever we get together and play games and stuff, you just tell us to shut up from across the house because we've been too loud. It's funny how time changes things.
Yeah, now she can just put us on mute.
Yeah. But if you stay right at the bottom cell where I'm standing, you still get shot.
You still get hit.
But that does make it easier. Good work. They're a good combo, Mikey and Leo. Party dude and the fearless leader.
I miss being a kid again.
This guy here, the silhouette, he was
in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2.
And that was also the same movie that Kevin Nash played as the Super Shredder.
Yeah.
And that was the movie...
Vanilla Ice was in as well.
Vanilla Ice was in it.
Go Ninja, go.
Oh,
That's when they fought those things.
Yes.
When they fought them. They had tried to feed him donuts.
That's right. And they fed him a donut with like something in it that was tainted.
Yeah.
You got a good memory. Anyone would think that you love the Ninja Turtles. I remember a house falling on Shredder or something, and then his arm coming out of a bunch of garbage bags.
Yeah, that's at the end of number 1.
That's the end of number 1.
Yeah.
So that wasn't Kevin Nash.
No, not at the end of number 1. No.
Okay. Something else that takes us back, Kevin Nash. I mean, what has he done lately? I think the last thing I saw him in was The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler.
Yeah, he hung around the WWE for a little bit, and he sort of made guest appearances and that, but he suffered some pretty bad injuries. With his knees sort of couldn't just stop carrying him, and he had to sort of give it all away.
That's what.
I think he's doing podcasts now.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Everyone podcasts these
Yeah, I
days,
think a lot of people do. Steve Austin has a Stone Cold
What?
has a he has he's got a pretty popular podcast actually.
Does he talk about beer?
Yeah, he talks about he talks about everything.
My God. Listen.
Yeah, it's a good podcast. They talk they go in depth about some backstage stuff, especially around the Attitude era. Sorry, and some of the stuff that took place around there, and the stories behind the stories, if you will.
Yep.
And they shoot on blokes as well. Like if one of the wrestlers has left the business and he's got a problem with the company, like they're not backwards about coming forward. It's pretty good actually. It's pretty interesting if you're a wrestling fan and you're into that kind of thing.
Definitely was when we were much younger, but unlike the Turtles, I've sort of fallen out of love with the wrestling recently.
Yeah, I think it's
especially once I found out it was fake, because that only happened a few years ago. It became fake when John Cena came. It was like apparently that's when it started becoming fake.
Wrestling changed for people like us. It got, not stupid to say, but it got a bit PG. And, and so they take out the blood and all that kind of stuff, and just the risk that they took, was a lot less, and I think old school fans just got sick of it.
Yeah. Especially once The Rock goes now, and I got to stop jumping.
They also had a period where they weren't really giving anybody else a go. They weren't giving anybody else a push.
Yep.
They just kept persisting with old guys.
And you hear that Chris Hemsworth's actually signed on to play Hulk Hogan in a new movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I didn't.
Oh. Well, there's a little rumour going around. It's probably a little bit more than a rumour because it's been announced that he'll be playing.
Are they going to? Is it going to be a drama type movie?
I'm not too sure, but I think he's actually going to play like a biopic sort of movie. And he promises to be double the size of what he was when he played Thor. So that'll be interesting to see.
Didn't think there was a way that you could get any bigger.
Well, if you know The Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, take some of it.
Right. He was Rock was huge. Or is huge.
I was watching some of The Rock's earlier stuff in his wrestling days on a YouTube video the other day, and he has changed a lot. He went from like a very Elvis Presley-ish sort of looking guy with the sideburns and did a lot of that kind of thing, and then now you look at him and he just looks like
he wasn't as cut.
He's become more of an athlete now.
Yeah. But the guy's a machine.
I'm looking forward to seeing that movie. That's something I'll watch.
Yeah.
I was never a huge Hulk Hogan fan, but
I'm interested to see Chris Hemsworth playing actually.
Yeah.
That's if movies ever actually come back and we can go.
Yeah, the way that the world is at the moment, we're in dark times. It's a great time right now for everyone in isolation that can't do much. Tune into our videos. What else have you got to lose?
Subscribe, comment, do that shit. Right.
Tonight,
the shredder
dines on turtle soup, so he reckons.
I haven't got too many lives, so I'll just try and take as many out as I can and let you just do it.
Okay, one so far. I'm not doing too great either. This could be a fail.
You are. Oh. Look, he's concentrating on me, so oh, I died.
Don't you die on me, Leo.
Don't you die on me. Oh, I died.
I'm a little bit worried because I'm down to my last life.
We in trouble now. Oh, we in trouble now. How'd you do that so well?
I don't know how to throw these guys. You hit them.
You got to get in close, and it doesn't like an automatic. There's an automatic grab there.
Oh, that's okay. If only I had known that earlier.
Let's smash it.
Really?
Look at that!
We got him.
Did it with ease.
Well,
And just like Streets of Rage 4, you're going to carry me again.
you came back and finished up strong in that series. You took on the last boss on your own.
That's good.
So at times we all have to step up and help the other one out. But I think that's a wrap for the first video.
Love it.
Guys, like, subscribe, tune in next week, and we'll have another video. Until then,
Peace.
peace.